Hey queens. Oh, there's my tea. Speaking of tea, so I want to talk to you. I want to give you the tea about fixing problems. I had so many people ask me about that quote, fixing problems fixes the problems. So I thought today we'd talk a little bit about how that came about. That is one of the quotes from the book. And I thought we'd talk about it today. I want to give you some insight on where that whole ideology came from. Come on over, let's have some tea. All right. So basically, fixing problems fixes the problems came from this thought about, how I saw life in my own family growing up as a child. I saw my mom and dad have very dysfunctional communication patterns. My mom often would close the door, slam the door, not close it, slam the door, and be done with a conversation. That was her way of communicating. I'm not communicating. I'm shutting down. I'm not communicating. And 2 or 3 days later, she act like nothing happened and go on about her business, and they're acting functional again until some other thing comes up. And so it's just this pattern of resentment boiling and brewing in her life because there were always things that were not concluded. There was no conclusion. There was no making sure that she had the conversation and fixed the problem. And what I saw in my own marriage was kind of the same dysfunction. Quite frankly, I learned to communicate by closing the doors, sometimes slamming them, and just shutting down basically and not communicating. And what I realized is that I would always be done with relationships. In the past, when I was in high school or college, when I was done, I was done. But in marriage, you can't just be done unless you're going to just constantly get divorced. And that's what I see a pattern of in talking to other couples is this is my third marriage, and when you look at why you're on your third marriage, it's often because problems were not solved, whether it's yours or your spouse's problem. And quite frankly, both of you bring problems or brokenness to the marriage. What I learned is that I can continue to walk away from problems. I can continue to walk away. But if I don't fix what's going on with me, being able to communicate effectively, being able to point out the things that I need in my marriage, understanding that I'm not going to get everything at 100%, there will be some compromises, but healthy relationships start with healthy communication and being able to understand where those compromises need to be made. You don't need to compromise on everything, but there needs to be some concessions made on both sides. And so the same thing for my spouse, he had to fix some problems within himself, or we were gonna just have a pattern of walking away. So what I mean by fixing the problems is fix the problems. That's how you fix problems. You don't walk away from your problems. You don't continue to just divorce and divorce and divorce or break up and break up and break up because you're just taking all of that baggage into your next relationship, and it's not healthy for you or the person that you're going to be ultimately with. At some point, you're going to have to fix the problems if you're going to have a healthy relationship, and you just have to decide, am I fixing the problems with this person or the next person? And whoever is worthy of that, you still have to solve for your problems. You still have to fix your problems. And in essence, fixing the problems will fix the problems. Anyways, thank you for hanging out with me today. I appreciate y'all. This marriage thing, we're going to figure this thing out together. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I hope I said something that you could at least agree with or resonated with you, or somebody who needs to fix the problems for real. And if you do, just like the video so I know you're feeling this content, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube. Click that notification button on YouTube so you can get all the videos as soon as we post them. And thank you so much for your support. But remember, fixing the problems, fix the problem.